There's a big project that's scheduled to take place on Michigan Avenue in Lansing. And joining us today to tell us more is Mark Criss, the Executive Director of the City Rescue Mission in Lansing. Mark, thank you for joining us today on Studio 10.
Thanks for having me. Glad to be here.
So tell us more about the City Rescue Mission for people that may be watching and don't know about the City Rescue Mission.
Sure. I think sometimes it's the greatest, best kept secret in mid-Michigan. The City Rescue Mission has been around for 111 years, meeting needs in Michigan's capital area. And so we are actually the largest homeless shelter in mid-Michigan. We shelter about 200 men, women, and children each night of the year.
And Mark, tell us more about the Michigan Avenue project and the opportunities that it's going to bring to the Lansing area.
Absolutely. On South Cedar Street, we shelter about 90 women and kids. On Michigan Avenue, where the men's shelter is located, we shelter about 70 men on location. It's also our public dining room. And so our goal is to be able to expand the services on Michigan Avenue to shelter more men and also provide more meals for people in the community. So we'll go from about 75 men to 120 men on Michigan Avenue. We'll also provide some affordable housing options, which would be a single room occupancy, so 18 rooms that men can rent. We'll also hold them accountable. Sometimes guys need that assistance as they get back in the community. And so that's really what the project on Michigan Avenue is designed for, is to expand services for men as well as our dining room for the working poor. So we're excited about the opportunity. We actually purchased 2 buildings to the west. So now we own 6 buildings on Michigan Avenue. And so we're currently actively working in those 4 buildings, but this project will actually merge all these buildings together, expand our shelter, our dining room, our chapel, bathroom facilities, and increase our footprint by about 50%.
Now, Mark, this is a big project too, so I would imagine the cost of this project is pretty big as well, right?
It is. We are estimating about $3.5 million. And as you can imagine, it seems like costs only go up right now. So it's a minimum of $3.5 million. We've actually raised about $1 million. We're actually going to apply for a grant in March, right around the corner. Hopefully we'll receive another $1 million from a grant. So we'll have to raise about another $1.5 million during 2022 to hope we'll start construction either end of 2022, beginning of 2023.
And Mark, can you tell us how have sheltering numbers changed over the past few years here in the Lansing area?
So currently we're sheltering about 200 women, children, and men each evening at really our 3 locations. Women on South Cedar Street and children, there's men on Michigan Avenue. We have a drop-in center on North Lark Street. But 2015, we sheltered about 150 people. 2019, about 130. But 2021, we're upwards of 164 people a night. And so we just see that continuing to grow. And we're just thankful the mission can expand services to meet that need in our community.
And the big question for us today and for our viewers of Studio 10 is, Mark, how can people help and donate to this Michigan Avenue project?
Well, they can go to bearescuer.org, bearescuer.org. You just click on donate. They can also call or send a check.
All right, well, easy enough. Well, we will cross our fingers that you will get all of that money that you need to expand the City Rescue Mission here in Lansing. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us today.
Thank you for allowing me to share.
And stick around, we've got more Studio 10 after the break.